this morning that are sitting here worshiping. We should be so grateful for every teacher, for every school, for every person that's associated with the school system that will take out of their time and lift up their hands and worship to the Lord. You ought to be glad for godly school teachers.
That's right.
Because they are becoming the minority rather than in the majority. And it used to not be so. It used to be that most of the school teachers honored God. But now we are entering a time where that is not so. And everything is coming in. You see stuff around the school system that you never used to see before. Everything coming in. But it's because we have chosen not to honor God. Money, in Ecclesiastes, Solomon says some things about money. Let's read Ecclesiastes 5, verses 10 through 16. Go ahead.
He that loveth silver shall not be satisfied with silver.
All right. When you get to the point where you start making money the object of your life, and that is exactly what Americans have done. They make making money and having money, and then they try to protect the way in which they made it, so only they can make it. You know, my daughter one time was trying to get into school to be a physical therapist. And when she tried to get in there, the way that it was so hard to get in, and the reason why they made it hard to get in is because they only want a few people to be certified as physical therapists.
That's right. Just a few.
You know why they wanted to be a few? Because if it's a few, then the physical therapist can name themselves. So they make it to where it's not just a few schools of physical therapy, and then you got to almost know a doctor of physical therapy and him endorse you before you can even get into the school of physical therapy. And then they make it to where the course requirements are so stimulated, so stringent that if you do make it through, you're one of the best ones. Because they want it to where there's only a few. And when it comes to experts, there's only a few across America. Because if they do that, then you and I got to pay the bill. When you see a physical therapist, you're gonna pay a big price for seeing.
I know that's true.
And how many of us have had to see physical therapists? Lots.
Yep.
But the enemy always wants an assist to where man or somebody is in control other than God. And so Wall Street also wanted a system where they could name their price. After all, they're the experts. And only they knew the keys, and only they could steal money from us or make money off the system, and all of us pay for it and nobody even knows. They had ways of dealing, because see, the whole thing was they made $300,000 last year, and most of us in here, if we made $300,000, we'd be jumping for joy. We'd be but they made $300,000 last year, and this year they want to make $1 million. And then they make $1 million, and $1 million ain't enough. Because of the greed and the lust that's in man's heart. And Solomon was right in saying that no matter what you earn, it'll never be enough. No matter what you can accumulate, it'll never be enough. Because life is not in money, and it's not in the abundance of things. Go ahead and read.
Nor will he that loveth abundance with increase. This is also vanity.
Because you're going to be busy trying to get more. And then those that can't get it, we got to understand. That's the reason why this is a critical time for prayer. Those who can't get it, of God. And usually saints understood that our treasure is not in this world. Praise God. If they break in and steal it, that's all right. I'm still yet going to give God the glory. God will make a way for me to get some more if somebody break in and steal it. But we have got to the point now that we're so attached to what we have that we, child, I can't come out to church at night because you know they're breaking in and stealing, and I got to stay here and watch my stuff.
Lord, you know you're preaching.
We have taken on the spirit of the world, and the world protected the world. They got now all kinds of systems. You know, you go into these big houses, they know that somebody's going to be trying to break in and steal it. So they got these big systems to protect the whole house. Pay thousands and thousands of dollars just to have their house monitored 24 hours a day. And then, even after you protect it, you got to protect your kids. Because the world is so evil that somebody will come and snatch your child and hold him up and tell you, you better come and get some money. You bring us some money or else we'll kill this child. This is the spirit that is in the world today. We live in a time that we need God. We live in a time that we better honor God. And the worst things get, it's going to be after a while where all of us better honor God. Because you never know what somebody believes to your child. For money. They're selling drugs for money. They'll sell out for anything now. And they don't care how they got to make money. Money is so important to our kids that most of them want to be rappers, gang bangers. Because they look around at us, mama, you've been serving God for a long time. You've been talking about the blessing of God for a long time. Where the blessing? I see so-and-so selling drugs. He already got his blessing. Where your blessing, mama?
Mama ain't going to hell.
Come on, Pastor. And so most of the children are looking at stupid, foolish, ignorant people make money and decide
That's what I'm